So, you continue reciting your poem now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, would you like me to read my poem in English right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here again. I'm back to my poem. It is 10th season in Vietnam. The first lunar month comes, along with the market of metal tools, together swinging the way to the builder, using the pushful cross, and willing to chamber, dreaming about 100 glass, lining set, swing cup, and the light. Lantern lighted, hard, glowing arms, large in drunken state. Flag of public poetry teeth, raising the choral for a month's holiday. Better on prey and wine in church. The dim and immense heaven and earth. Oh me, why the mirror all this? My drum, shiver, my single-eye moon, trying to share off its shapely, dry love, tipped as an arrow among flutter, why smoke, spreading from paper motif offering, for the wish to be true. A stream out of the blue. Wow, a trail, a heaven, earth, and band is smiling, making flowers fresh and fruits deeply taste. Time galloping by the window. A further hastily in sun rays. A large boat set forth to the sea. A love song heard from far away amidst the infinite. Wow. Yes, that's another poem.
Wonderful, sir. A beautiful poem it is.
Thank you very much.
Sir, you are the pioneer of a new style in poetry and an ideology in Vietnamese literature. The band name. I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. Please let us know about it. Kindly explain it.
Yeah. Back here.
Fact name.
Back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wow. I created the word or the term back here about 5 years ago, more than 5 years ago, and then it became not only a style in poetry, but also changing and teaching or book of philosophy, Oriental treasure. But it is better than teaching in dark, eternal teaching. It is generalized like the incompleteness theorem by Moderator. But it is better than that because it can limit the infinite. An art researcher said, 5 years is the release of original instinct and natural energy inherent in each human being. But, above all, with that, if 5 years it will not be the eternal and real one. Yeah. So I just have a few words about this term. Thank you for your very interesting question.
Dr. Shamenaz, may you like to ask the question?
If I am audible, am I audible?
Okay, and continue. Yes, now you are audible.
Dan Thang sir, can you hear me? Dan Thang sir, can you hear me? Sir, Dan Thang sir, can you hear me? Is he? Sir, can you hear me? Dan Thang sir, can you?
I have missed many to COVID-19. But it was also the very reason, the pandemic, that gave me godsend chances to attend numerous virtual festivals. I have attended several festivals in Italy, one in Macedonia, some festival in India, one also from Greece, a great festival in Uzbekistan, and several festivals in the US. Well, of course, it is undoubtedly true that they are so meaningfully important to a poet for several reasons. First, these festivals can be the places that help a poet know how he is appreciated by the world poetic circle. And it's most essential that he knows how contemporary poets in the world really work with poetry and also their true achievement. Of course, I learned a lot and enjoyed so much. Especially, I have made many great friends by attending numerous festivals around the world, of course, on the internet together. As now we are talking and meeting right here. We also have become, good friends, virtual, right? But also, it is true that the friendship is true. The meeting is virtual, but the friendship is quite true. And of course, all the honor of the awards I received around the world, like the award from King Cameron Festival in India. Yes. Another award I received also from an Indian organization. It is Panorama Global Award. Yes. That two awards that are related to Indian organizer and poet. And of course, India and Indian civilization are also always in my mind and in my heart. And many things I wrote had bring up from Indian culture and civilization. And all the awards, as you mentioned, that came from India and brought to me Shamenaz. Yes, they are so tremendous, so many fields, all walks of life. Yes, I must be very thankful for all the chances, for the godsend chances to attend different festivals and to receive the best poetry award for Indian festival, from international poetry festival that were held in India. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you, sir, for giving such a wonderful answer. And indeed, virtually we are now friends. And during this severe disaster which is still prevailing, we are able to meet and talk. This is one of the boon of this virtual platform. So, sir, coming to our next question, we would like to know that do you think in the contemporary scenario, Vietnamese poets and writers are competing with the world writers? What is your view, sir?
Well, thank you. That can be, a special question here. But I'm afraid and so sorry to say that poets and writers in Vietnam are behind the present scenario of the world. Because they lack so many things. And they are so conservative in their local tradition. And this can be the result of not only long-lasting wars, but also political taboos and strict censorship. Yes, they can be the core reason behind the scenes. And they are still in backwardness in literature as compared to the world, as compared to even to the neighboring countries. Yes, I must say so.
So just now you showed your poetry collection. Now, sir, is this poetics of dichotomy, beauty and brutality, light and darkness, hope and despair, nihilism and existentialism? Please justify it, sir, about your poetry collection.
Wow. Thank you so much. When you mentioned my work, the poetry book that was published in the USA, yes, all at the moment, of course, it is the first book of mine that was published in the US market and also in a foreign country. Your question comes from an article written by a researcher in Hawaii, in the University of Hawaii, and she pointed out that my poetic, I had a poetic of dichotomy. Well, as you mentioned, beauty and brutality, light and darkness, hope and despair, nihilism and existentialism. Wow, all of them are going around the poetics of dichotomy. And I must say that beauty has been my long-term target and inspiration. So it appears a lot in my poetry. But from my viewpoint and experiences, I have seen brutality everywhere, through history of the world and also in my country, my own. And those things have formed my poetry. Other places such as light, darkness, hope and despair, nihilism, existentialism came into being. My country has passed by many dilemmas, bloody wars and suppression, poverty and ignorance, extremity. Still, I observe all of them produce my poem. But beyond that, I only try to find a way out for all situations. Okay, thank you for this session.
That's very nice, sir, that we find out the way from all the situation. It's good to know, and we want such kind of writings which leads us to positivity and to our future. Coming to our next question, sir, about your book, which is the acronym of the other movements. It has been translated into many languages. How far do they deviate from the original text? Are you satisfied with the translated versions? Which language or the translator do you think has done justice to your original work or is close to the original text?
Well, of course, that's a very interesting question. Because you have pointed out many things with my book. Well, especially in the translation of my book into many languages. I first want to say that it's me who translated the book into English, and nearly half of the book were written in English, so I had to translate back from English into Vietnamese. And I can say that both versions, I mean Vietnamese and English, are mostly the same. But of course, many times I had to transfer my Vietnamese poetry in a way that it fits the English context and usage. Thus sometimes creating English adapted detail notion. But it has been more difficult when I had to translate my poem from English. It's more difficult. But I must say that the English translation version must be of high quality. That's why a publisher in the USA named Shamenaz Press decided to publish and print my book back in the year 2019. And then let me talk about the Chinese translation. Because, I was invited to Taipei Poetry Festival in 2017. So that's why my poetry, many poems of mine were translated into Chinese, traditional Chinese. And it was, I must say that the Chinese translation was very, very good. That I was praised a lot by Taiwanese poets and readers, a lot. Thousands of readers had, talk about my poetry, my poems on social network and also on what on the poems that were printed in newspaper, national newspaper there. So I must say that Chinese translation was very nice. And then let me talk about Italian translation. It's in a full book by two famous poets, Italian poets. This translation must be also excellent because when some poems of mine in Italian were posted on Facebook, for example, immediately many Italian poets gave me high appreciation and compliment. And then, certainly many of them have become my great friends. Next, I have the French translation, full translation. And I see that it was also given wonderful feedback. And some people there are finding a publisher for me in order to have it, printed and published in France. And I hope it will become true. And then let's talk about the Spanish translation. I think this one can be also so positive that I immediately had many heartfelt comments from many poets in the Spanish world, of course. And some of them at once became my great friends. And even one poet asked me for a blurb of poetry book. So, another translation from Greece, also so good, as I have received many high appraisal by notable poets in Greece. And also I had several Greek friends in poetry, of course. Then I had the Bengali translation. It must be valuable. And after my post on social media, I had immediately many friends from from Bangladesh and India afterwards. And right here, I'd like to extend my profound gratitude to all the translators of my poetry. Taiwanese translator Suminter, the French translator Catherine Primo and Laurent Waker, the Italian poet and translator Lydia Chiarelli and Lucilla De Paso, the Spanish poet and translators Mariela Barbiero from Venezuela and DDJ Megler from Cuba. She's now lives in Canada, Vancouver, Canada. And also my great thanks to Bengali translator and poet Joyce Summit, who is the editor-in-chief of the great website Hadito. My thanks also go to the Greek poet and translator Irene Dura Kovadia. And also my great thanks to my friend in Germany, poet and translator Li Chongfu. I have, of course, I owe them a lot. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. All the translators, all of my best friends who helped me, have my poetry in now in many languages, and that I can bring a lot of people, a big audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And we wish that loads of success come to your way and many of your works may be translated in future in various languages so that we all may get enriched by it. Coming to our next question, sir, related to your book only, the word Om has been used repeatedly in your book, other moments. What is the reason behind it? Is it the same word which has been used in the Hindu mythology? Please tell us, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, my book, Om Other Moments, and what is that? It's clearly understood that Om are initials of other moments. And this word, Om, came to my mind from the word in the Hindu mythology, of course, so that I can say for sure. I must say that I've read a lot of Hindu and Buddhist mythologies, and they had great impact on me in very young. I was very young, and I knew that Om is a sacred to spiritual incantation. And when my book, translated into other languages, all translators have tried their best to preserve the word Om in the heading, in the title of my book, of course. All of them, mostly, all the translation has preserved the word Om in the title. Yes, of course, it is Hindu. And I know that the Hindu has a lot of gods, more than 1 million. And of course, that's a great culture and civilization that influenced me and also other people, national, and now in the world. India has brought to the world, to the humankind, great nation, great culture, and a great religion. And now I can see that home has become an international term, and that's why I decided to use the word home, because I know that all the leaders in the West and in the world can understand this, great word. Yes, thank you so much. A great word from India.
Sir, thank you so much. We are really indebted that the word Om you have popularized so much all throughout the world. We are really indebted, and we thank the Lord for this inspiration which you have given us. You are preserving our culture and our tradition. Thank you, sir. Being a Vietnamese, you are doing a lot for us, and we hope that in future also you will definitely do some kind of wonders. Sir, coming to your book, Om again, it has been said that the book Om's 24 poems fall nicely into two sections, AM moments and PM moments. Please tell us, sir, about it.
Wow, okay, you know everything about the book. Thank you so much. Well, at the time of compiling the book in the year 2004, I had him transfer many poems of mine into English, because translation, poetry translation is a great, very hard job. Okay. So I had only 24 poems in English at the time, and then immediately I was so impressed by the number 24 and its relation to 24 hours a day, because it's clearly implied in my book. And I was also impressed when understanding that the number 24 has many, has many meanings, has many things implied in it. And also, my book was written in 24 years. And of course, when I compare the book, I can see that my 24 poems show a process the time in a day. That's why it has been divided into two parts, two sections, as you say, AM moments and PM.
Sir, can you recite one poem of AM and one of PM so that we may enjoy it and learn?
Okay. So I read you another poem also in the book. Now I would like to show you just a short poem. I wrote this one. I wrote a very short poem. I wrote this one in 1990, so more than 30 years ago. Yeah, it is 32 years ago. The title is To God, the Earth is just a toy. To God, the Earth is a toy, or in the politics world. To God, the Earth is just a toy, and we are its gift. People are planting for wealth and fame. Man lives, die, day and night. Many things in life must go wrong for all to be made right. Yes, that's all. That's all. And I see that many people has paid much attention to this subject. Thank you for your request. Nice request.
Thank you so much, sir. The more we are knowing about you and your works, the more we want to grow, sir. Sir, coming to the next question, we would like to know that you have become the first Vietnamese author having poems exhibited and housed at the World Museum of Poetry, Placenza, Italy. What made it happen, as per your opinion?
Wow. Well, it is a great joy when my poem, anthologies, my work, are presented in the World Museum of Poetry in Piacenza, Italy. Let me tell you that the World Museum of Poetry in Piacenza was newly established, and it was opened in September 2010. At that time, a number of my poems had been translated into Italian, and of course, they were overjoyedly welcomed by many Italian poets and readers also. And also by that time, I had already won a couple of prestigious international prizes like National Man Literature Prize, and especially the prize from Italy, Il Merito di Guido Bassano. Yes, and furthermore, I was nominated by several well-known Italian subclubs, board of curator, museum, and selected me for those mentioned reasons. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, is there any favorite poem which you would like to recite from your own work?
Thank you. Yes. Message. Wow. The message to the aspiring creative writers can be very simple. Wow. A writer ought to follow their heart and creative nature. Though to be a writer easily means to be poor, to be battered, to be numerous difficulties, and even we suppress the joy and bliss that creativity brings about, overweight all earthly joy. Wow. To create is to be close to the Creator. So please go to the furthest to your heart, the test. That's my message.
Thank you, sir. And it's very important that whatever we write, our heart's content must be there in the poem or the writing so that it may be successful. Thank you, sir, for wonderfully answering all the questions.
Wow. It's a great time to see you here. I'm very, very happy to be invited by progressive literary and cultural society, chaired by Dr. Shamenaz. Thank you so much for your invitation, and I can say that it can be the first time I have a great chance to talk about my work to the Indian people and to the reader in the outside world. Because, as I said to you, it is very difficult for a Vietnamese writer and poet to talk to the world. And now, through your invitation, through your agenda, through the arena, I have a godsend